Welcome to class, yogis and yoginis. Let's start on our backs. Grab blocks. One's going to be for your head and one is going to be for your back. It'll be about bra strap where the block is going to go on your back. So just find that comfortable spot. When you've found your comfortable position where your head's supported and it feels good on your back, this is going to stretch out your chest. So to deepen the chest stretch, bring your arms out into a T position and make sure the palms are facing up. And then the soles of the feet can come together with the knees out wide, stretching the inner thighs. And we will center here. So start to relax. This month's theme is all about intentions, our true intentions. One of my teachers, Neil Donald Walsh, says it's the thought behind the thought. Things aren't always what we think. Sometimes we have to analyze and question ourselves and see what our real intentions are. Today, from pose to pose, ask yourself if you really are paying attention to your body. Are you truly being compassionate or overdoing it? Or are you telling yourself to go easy, but really what you truly need is to push a little more? It can go both ways. The mind often wants what's easiest and makes us look good. So move past those beliefs and find not what is easy, hard, or what looks beautiful. Step out of that typical mindset. See yourself for real today. Seek out what you really need. Okay, let's start to remove the blocks. So we'll do so carefully. Bring your legs back up and then engage your core. And then slowly start to lift the head, lift the upper back, and then roll to your side to help you come off. And just put the blocks to your side. You'll actually hang on to one of your blocks. We're going to put that in between our legs. So come back to your back and then put the block in between the thighs. And lift the feet, bring the hands behind your head. We're going to start with just some crunches to warm things up. So move slow. Really be aware of the muscles that are working. Be very conscious of the movement. So first, lift the chin, engage the muscles of the neck. Then slowly lift up through the chest. Then feel the abs working. It's like a wave. And then as you slowly lower down, same thing, kind of release through the lower abdomen, upper abdomen, chest, and head. So take it through each step. Lift the head, lift the upper back, really fire the upper abdomen, then the lower abdomen. Don't forget to keep squeezing the block between the legs so you're firing those inner thighs. So we're basically strengthening everything we just opened up. So we opened our heart center and now we protect it. You can remove the block and just drop the knees from side to side. Start to loosen up the hips even more. And use those side abs to help you move the legs from side to side. Those obliques are working. Okay, now let's turn over to your stomach and bring your arms right by your sides And then you'll rest your forehead on the mat. We're going to do some Supermans. So we'll do the Supermans just with the arms by your side. Have your palms facing your body, and then step by step, squeeze the shoulder blades back first, only the shoulders. Then lift the arms, then lift the head and chest. Strengthen through the shoulders and the back, and then lower down. So step by step, just like those abs. Shoulders up and back, then the arms, then lift the head and chest. So now we're strengthening the back of the body. We started with the front opening and strengthening, and now we'll move to the back. To add an extra challenge, you can lift the legs up with this. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the arms, lift the head and chest, lift the legs strong through the entire back of the body. Keep going. And one more, and then we'll go back to a stretch for the front of the body. Bring your arms out in front of you, and your elbows will go right underneath your shoulders. This is Sphinx pose, so we're really stretching out our abdomen and our chest. You can stay here, or to deepen the stretch, straighten your arms out a little bit more. So the arms will move forward, the elbows will move forward, and then push down into the floor with your hands and lift a little bit more. I really get this stretch through my abdomen. Nice. Okay. So drop those elbows down to come out of it gently. Hands under your shoulders, and then sit back for child's pose. So now we stretch out the back of the body. And carefully come back up, and we will move into a flow. So we'll step up into a lunge. So grab onto a block before you do that. Right foot will be forward. This will be a gentle lunge. Straighten out your arms, back nice and straight, and then twist to the right. And we're only twisting to the right. Come back to center, then twist. Back to center, twist right. We'll do about 8 on this side. Keep the abs really engaged, the obliques engaged, getting a stretch through that left hip flexor. And then put the block down. We'll step back into plank, or if you need to, have the knees down. If the knees are down, make sure they're behind your hips. You don't want your knees right underneath the hips. It'll be hard to lower through chaturanga. So lower down, bring the arms back to the sides, and we're going to do some around the worlds with the shoulders. So peek over to watch this. It's a new one where our arms will start at the sides of our body. Keep the arms straight as you move the arms up overhead. Now the position of your palms is important. So when they're overhead, the palms are facing each other. But as you bring the arms back down towards the body, then the palms start to turn, and you'll end with your palms facing your body. Great. Now push back up to your plank and into downward facing dog. Whatever you need to do in down dog, pedal the feet or hold it, whatever feels good for you. And then we'll repeat this flow. So go ahead and step your left foot up in between your hands. We have to do the other side of the ab work. Grab onto your block, straighten your arms out, engage your abs, and then do about 8 of those twists. So you're twisting to the left this time. Left foot forward, twist to the left. Spine stays nice and straight. Your oblique muscles are on the side, so we've strengthened the front and the back, and now we're hitting the side of our core, so we're not leaving anything out. And about one more, and then we will step back to plank. You can have your knees down if you need to. Chaturanga, lowering down, then bring the arms by your side. 5 times with those around the world with your arm. Palm facing your body, and then as your arms go up, palms face each other when your arms are overhead. Keep the engagement in your upper back. And then push up and then push back to your downward facing dog. If you need a break, catch up with the breathing, steady the breath, drop down to child's pose. That's always an option here. Now let's start all over again. So we will swing our right foot up in between our hands and grab a block. About 8 repetitions on this side. Right leg forward, twisting to the right. Keep those abs engaged, back nice and straight. Remember to get a good stretch in that left hip flexor as well. Then putting down the block, stepping to your plank, chaturanga, all the way to the floor, arms by your side, 5 around the worlds with your arm. Really keep those shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And this requires a lot of strength and mobility in your shoulders. Next one, push up into plank and then downward facing dog. Really lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the arms. Make sure you're not putting too much pressure on your wrist crease. Push down through those fingertips. And then step the left foot up in between the hands. Grab your block, twist to the left. Abs engaged. Really strengthening those obliques and loosening up the right hip. Finish up and then moving to plank. From plank, lowering, chaturanga, around the worlds. Give me 5 of them. Strong through those shoulders. Come on, we're almost there. Keep breathing. Let that energy and oxygen nourish those shoulders. And then push back up. Downward facing dog. Take that child's pose if you need it. And then walk the feet forward so you're just in your standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Hold here for a minute, stretching the hamstrings and the back. And then start to bend the knees to come up, arms overhead, exhale, heart center. Now grab a chair and set it up just like this. Bring your hands under your shoulders, back straight, and then the feet will be under the hips, or the ankles under the hips. Bring the left leg back. Fire the glutes and the hamstrings to lift that leg as high as you can. You really want to try and get it parallel to the floor. And then lift the right arm up. So we're in Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. If you have tight hamstrings, bend your right knee some. That supporting leg needs to be bent, and that will help your back. And then step right back into a high lunge. Stretch out that left hip flexor, lengthen through the spine, engage those glutes. And then we're going to step into pyramid using the chair. So the right foot is forward, left leg is back, hands on the chair, straight legs, straight back. And you should be getting a stretch in your hamstring. That is in the front leg. So front leg, feeling it in the back side of that front leg. Good hamstring stretch in our pyramid pose. Now revolved triangle. Keep your left hand where it is, right hand to your hip, and then twist to the right. Don't let your hips move, don't let your legs move. You're just twisting, and especially twisting through the upper back. That gets most of the motion, your thoracic spine. And then lower back down. Then we're going to switch legs, but we're going back to our Warrior 3. So we're restarting everything. Right leg extends back this time. Fire those glutes and hamstrings. Lift the left arm up. Really lengthen through that right heel. Lengthen through the arm, through those left fingertips. Belly pulled in. Bend that left knee if you need to. Good. Now transition straight to your lunge. So that right foot comes down, arms come up, right into the lunge. Stretching the right hip flexor this time. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the abs, lengthen through those arms. And then let's go into pyramid. Left foot forward, right foot back. Straight legs, straight arms, straight back. You should be getting the stretch in the left hamstring. That's the front leg, and the back of the leg is the stretch. Breathe into those hamstrings. Every exhale, feel your muscles loosening up. And then we'll move into our revolved triangle. So really make sure that back is straight. Keep the weight in the right arm. Left hand to the left hip. Twist to the left. Really open the chest. Really pull that left shoulder back. But make sure the hips and the legs are fixed. They're stable. They're not moving. It's just the spine that gets the stretch, that gets the movement. And then carefully back down. And then walk both feet up, and we'll drop into a forward fold, but use your chair as a prop. It's almost like a modified downward facing dog even. Stretch the hamstrings, relax the head, just let the arms support you. And then come back up halfway, step the right foot back, and drop down into a lunge. Then with the left arm, grab the right ankle for a deeper stretch into the right hip and right quad. Keep the back straight. Use that chair to help support you with that right arm. If this bothers the knee, try to lean forward a little bit more and just put your weight on a different part of your knee. Squeeze the glute muscles, abs tight, shoulders back. And then we'll switch sides. So just switch legs. Left leg is now back. Right arm grabs onto the left foot, trying to pull the heel as close to the hip as you can. Glutes engaged, abs engaged, and then the hip and the quad are opening. Lengthen through the spine. Left arm is just giving the body support. And then lower down. We'll step back up into our forward fold. Use the chair to support you. And just play around with this. Maybe walk away from the chair, forward with the chair. Maybe bring your arms out. Keep them close to the end of the chair. Play around with it and see what feels good, what your body needs. And then come back up. Let's start that flow all over again. Left leg extends back, and the right arm will lift for our Virabhadrasana 3, our warrior 3. Now, if you want to take it up one more notch, you can lift the left hand off of the chair very slowly. And you can use the chair at any point to give you some support. Otherwise, try for the full warrior 3. And then right back to your lunge, high lunge. Nice, beautiful transition. Make it fluid. And then step up to pyramid. Right foot forward, left foot back. Straight legs, straight arms, straight core, or straight back. And then start to lower a little bit more. I can now bend my arms because I'm loosening up even more. Hopefully you are too. And then we'll move to our revolved triangle. Back straightens, left arm straightens, twist to the right. Keep those hips stable. Squeeze the shoulder blade muscles and open the chest. And then slowly right back down. And then we'll switch to the other side, warrior 3. Right leg extends back. Left arm reaches out. If you want, you can lift that right arm too. Moving into the full pose. Really fire that right leg, especially the hamstrings and the glutes, the back of that leg. Lengthen through the arms. You got it. Focus and step back to your lunge. I'm bringing my hands to heart center because I'm resting my arms. Doing a little back bend, just whatever feels good. And then step up for pyramid, left leg forward, right leg back. Stretching out that left hamstring. See if you can lower a little bit more this time. And come on back up. We'll move into our revolved triangle. Right hand stays on the chair, left hand to the left hip, and twist. Open that chest. Getting a great twist through your spine. Stretching through the hips and the hamstrings. And come on back down. Forward fold. Relax on the chair. Find that good comfy position that works for you. And then step the right leg back. Left hand to the right foot. Stretching out your quad and your hip flexor. Engage the glutes and abs. Lengthen through the spine. Maybe trying to push a little further, trying to pull that leg a little closer to the hips this time. And switch sides. Left leg back. Right arm grabs on to the left leg. Stretching out the left quad and the left hip. So we did the front and back of our core, and now we're doing the front and the back and our lower body. Balancing everything out, not leaving anything out. And then release the leg and step up into your forward fold. Uttanasana. Find what's comfortable. And let's do that flow again. Left leg steps back. Lift it up. Strong through the back of the leg. Arms lift up. Virabhadrasana 3. Remember to bend the right knee, that standing leg, if your hamstrings are tight. It'll help your back. Really focus. You got it. And then step back right into your lunge. Whatever variation you want to do, just get that hip open. And then step up for pyramid. Right leg stays in front, left leg back. Stretching the right hamstring. Every time you exhale, feel that muscle release the tension even more. And then revolved triangle. Left hand stays down. Twist to the right. Open the chest. And come on back down. Switching sides for our warrior 3. This time, right leg extends back. Strong through those hips. Lengthen through the spine. Get your focus. And then lift those arms up. You need strength, balance, mobility, focus for our warrior pose. Hold it just a little longer. And step back into your lunge. Open the hip, whatever variation you want to do in that lunge. And then walk up to pyramid. Left foot stays forward, right leg back. Stretching out that left hamstring. Every exhale, feel the muscle tension melting away, going deeper. And slowly back up. Revolved triangle, right hand stays on the chair. Twist to the left. Stable through those hips. Heart opens. Breathe deeply here. It strengthens your diaphragm when you're trying to breathe in a twist because it's very restricting. And come on back down and forward fold. Whatever feels good for you. Then step it back to our gentle lunge. Right leg is back. Left arm grabs onto the right ankle. I'm adding an extra challenge, and I failed. I'm bringing both hands to the feet. You can play around with that. And then go ahead, switch legs. Left leg goes back. And if you want to try both arms grabbing on, a little more challenging for your balance. And then releasing the foot, stand back up to your forward fold, Uttanasana. And you have finished our flow, our vinyasa for the day. So let's stay here for just another second. Push a little further than you did before, if that's something you need. And carefully come back up. And we'll get the chair out of the way, and we will come back down to the yoga mat. So bring your legs out in front of you. Have your blocks. We're going to do another hamstring stretch. This class is a lot of hamstrings today. It's going to be a supported one. So you don't want to round your back like I'm showing you. You want to lean forward starting at your hip joints. And as soon as you can't lean forward anymore, then you can round your back. But don't start by rounding your back. Find where those blocks will support you on your legs and just relax. Getting a nice stretch through the hamstrings and your spine. Hold here, breathe here, stay focused on your body, on your breathing. Don't let your mind wander off. And then you can come back up and we'll put the blocks to our side, but still have one close by. Come to your back. Let's do reclining leg cradles to stretch out our hips. So right foot on top of the left thigh. Either stay here or grab onto the left leg and pull it closer to your chest. Stretching out that right hip, your glute muscles. You'll feel it on the lateral side of the leg as well. Gently start to switch legs. Left leg will cross, or the left foot will cross on top of the right leg. Either stay there or pull that right leg into the chest. And release out of that pose and grab onto your block. We'll put the block under your hips. So do a bridge. Place the block on the upper butt area, very, very low back find that comfortable spot. Then bring your left knee into your chest, and then the right leg will straighten out. This is to help loosen up the right hip. So really reach out through that right leg. Try to lengthen that leg and then press it down towards the mat. But don't let your pelvis move. That's why that left knee is in towards your chest. It's kind of stabilizing your hip. Really reach and press down with that right hip towards the floor. And then switch legs. Right knee into the chest so the hip is stabilized. Then extend that left leg. Reach it, lengthen, and then try and press it down towards the floor. This should help get a stretch through the front of the hip. But if you're trying to push down, then the glutes in the back of the leg, you'll feel like they might be working, but it should be stretching the front of the hip. And breathe. Every exhale, really loosen. Okay, bring the legs up, reaching the arms up into our really basic inversion. And here we'll start to really quiet the mind down. We're close to ending our practice. Start to deepen your breath, longer inhale and exhales. And slowly and carefully come out of that. Legs lower. Engage your butt muscles to lift your hip up so you can remove the block. And then straighten your legs out. Bring your arms overhead. We're going to do a side bend. So start to walk your torso and arms over to the left side, and then your legs to the left side, just as far as they can go. So you're stretching out the whole right side of your body. If this bothers your shoulders, keep your arms down. And then switch sides. Walk the arms, the upper body, the lower body to the right side, opening the left side of the body. And back to center. Bring the knees to the chest, curl into a ball, forehead to the knees. Our final stretch. If there's any other last stretch you need, go for it. Otherwise, let's move into Shavasana, our relaxation. So go ahead and get comfortable for that. And I'll remind you of the 5 qualities of your breath. The breath is smooth, deep, and even, without sound and without pause. So practice that now, deepening the breath. Just let your body get heavy. With every exhale, feel the body just relax a little bit more. Now focus on relaxing your body. Relax the head, the arms, the back, the chest, the abdomen, Relax your hips, your legs, relax the feet. If anything still feels stuck or holding tension, just go to that area and relax it. Just take your attention there, your breathing there. Let your body feel heavy, like it's just melting into the floor. When the body's relaxed and the mind is more calm, we can move just a little more inward. Less physical, less matter, more energetic, more truth, more divine. With every exhale, start to let go of those worldly, material items and things. Move a little more inward and feel more peace, more joy, more calm with where you are right now. Doing nothing. You're not doing anything or being anything. And you are happy and you are at peace right now. There is a energetic layer within you that is just pure bliss. This practice helps get us closer to that feeling, to that inner layer. By relaxing the body, relaxing the mind, not worrying about the future or the past, and really truly being in the present, experiencing, letting your soul just be alive, just be here, just the joy of being. Just breathe, just be. And then slowly start to come back to more physical, starting to gently wake the body again, but just a little bit, just enough to get us sitting up into our meditation posture. So come on up, just take your time. Slowly getting up, not waking up too much. Grab your props that you need to sit in meditation. Find that comfortable spot that's supported. Support your hips, support your legs. Give your hips, give your feet cushion, whatever you need to feel comfortable so you can sit still. This month's mudra is the Dhyana mudra, so go ahead and look right hand on top of the left and the thumbs connect. Dhyana means meditation. Its benefits are improved concentration, tranquility. It helps to quiet the mind. It's said that the right hand represents enlightenment and higher spiritual energies, and the left hand is more of this worldly illusions. So you want to put the right hand on top of the left. And then our mantra for this month is So Hum. It's called the universal mantra. So means that, hum is I, so I am that. You are the oneness, the connectedness to everything. When you inhale, the breath naturally makes the sound of so. And as you exhale, the breath naturally makes the sound of hum. Not only a sound, but it's the vibration. So as you say the Soham mantra within your mind, that vibrational energy, that universal energy that is without is also within. So let's now focus on the Soham mantra. The goal is to keep your attention on the mantra. It's to keep your mind focused. And the first step of meditation is building concentration. So it's literally a practice to build concentration so that we can experience more deeper, soulful, divine experiences. Because our mind is what distracts us. It makes us forget who we are and how we're connected to everything else. So inhale so, exhale hum, build your concentration, and focus now. Remember, when the mind wanders off, don't get agitated or irritated. Just go right back to the mantra. Everything takes time, practice, resiliency, consistency. So just go right back to it with joy, compassion, and peace. So hum. So remember, this month's practice is our attention on our intentions. What is the thought behind the thought? What is your true intention by the words you say and the actions you take? Do they really come from a place of love, or do they come from a place of fear? Then question that fear, question the doubt. Why are you so afraid? It's the fear that limits us from accessing the universe, accessing this spiritual playground that is made for us. It's made for us to experience life, experience the ups and downs, the ins and outs. The downs make the good so much sweeter, and that is why we are here, the sweetness. So keep questioning. Keep observing your thoughts, words, and actions so that you can open the gates to freedom and sweetness and peace in this world. And bring your hands to heart center. Set your intention for more awareness on your intentions and to find the sweetness. Namaste.